So you want to know about Tap Money, the nasty African on 102 Jamz.
Tap is in the running for the hardest working man in radio.
I've worked at 6 other radio stations, and I know the relationship that we all have here is a special type of relationship. So, and he is a part of that.
How he does all that stuff at Christmas time and collects the toys for the kids, and he takes the school bus around to different cities, and people donate so that other kids can have, you know, gifts and so forth at Christmas. Tap's a good dude.
He's always motivated, man, always positive.
He's definitely all about the team. He's definitely all about his family. I've never seen him not do anything for his mom, and definitely here at the company, he's one in a million as far as making sure everything runs smoothly.
As one of our internship supervisors, he's highly professional. He is a person who has very high standards. I'm very proud of the young man he's become.
As hard as he works, man, you would never know. When he cracks that mic, it's like he just woke up and just started working. You know, and he could have had 2 hours of sleep the night before.
All I can say is Tap's a great guy.
I think a lot of times people think people have it easy. You know, if it looks easy, that means that person is doing their job so good. I'm juggling a career. I'm juggling to be a good son. Provide for my mom who suffered through some health issues and a stroke, that I had to make it my business to bring her down here to have a better quality of life. So I'm providing her health care and things like that. I'm struggling to have struggling to have a personal life. I'm juggling being a surrogate father to 2 young boys that are very close and dear to me. I'm juggling to be a brother. I'm juggling to be a manager at the radio station. My job, I am the assistant program director and music director at 102 Jamz, as well as having an on-air shift. Dealing with commercial radio, dealing with corporate America, you got to be multitask. The days of you just being an on-air talent and earning your salary are gone. You got to be able to be multitask and do several jobs and handle several responsibilities to earn a paycheck. She has rheumatoid arthritis, which is an aggressive type of arthritis that affects her joints. And she's had a history of 3 strokes in the past. And so it makes it very hard for her to do things on her own, for her to live independently by herself without any type of supervision. But she doesn't like staying at her home. You know, she didn't like staying because she said the food sucked. She likes my cooking. I can't blame her. I love my cooking too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, what was important to me, you know, I know a lot of people say, well, you might be taking on too much, and maybe I am. You know what I'm saying? But she's not neglected. She's well kept. She's in a great environment. She's happy.
He's a very good son. He took over when his dad passed, and he really, you don't have to tell him anything. He just knows what I need, and he insisted to come down here. I said, this is very hard, you know, it's a big responsibility. He said, Mommy, you're my mother. You're my mother. You have to come down so that I can watch, you know, I can keep in, you know, check on you. And I told him it's gonna be hard. But he insisted, Mommy, you have to come down. So he came. He took me from the hospital and drove him down here.
And her psyche is good. You know what I'm saying? She's not depressed. And like, that's something that you got to keep the mind strong and positive, because once the mind goes, then the body's going to go right after. So I figured I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that her mind stays positive. You know what I'm saying? And reinforce the positive things that she accomplished every day through physical and occupational therapy, so that her body can get strong. Not maybe at the rate that we would like it to, you know what I'm saying, but at least every day. If every day is improvement, then we're doing good. My mom has a lot of wisdom. You know, she's lived a long life. She's been through a lot, experienced a lot. So they'll share some of their personal things that they're going through in their life, and she will, you know, talk to them and kind of coach her through some things. And I know this because the nurse have come, well, yeah, I talked to your mom about what I was going through with such and such. And she told me this and that, or they asked me about something, I'll say, well, you know, I would probably think of it this way. That's the same thing your mom said. I asked your mom the same thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of cool. Then it kind of makes her feel good to know that she can still help.
I come in and then I make food for her and clean her, bathe her, and do anything that she wants me to do. Like sometimes I have to help her with medication. Sometimes I have to maybe like do massages and do the random motions for her. And then I make laundry, I clean up, you know, basic things. And she has been doing really well. You know, from the time when I started here, it wasn't easy for her to get up and move her legs, but since the physical therapist also coming in, and I've seen a lot of progress. We get along very well. Like now, it's like I'm working for my mom actually, because you know she's like a good person.
I'm just now coming to grips knowing that I'm not Superman, I'm not God, I'm not Jehovah, I'm not Muhammad. I'm just one person. I can just do the best that I can with what I got. And whatever happens, happens. But I'm very competitive, somewhat of try to be a perfectionist sometimes. But I'm learning more and more that you got to learn how to improvise, because not everything is going to go to script. You know, if I had mapped my way out, my life out, you know, it would be to a point where my mom would be healthy enough to take care of herself, you know, able to do for herself. But that's not the card I've been dealt with, so I got to improvise and do the best that I can, and just try to do whatever I got to do to make things happen and make things work out.
So, explain your love for your mom.
It's unconditional. She's a phenomenal person. She came to this country over 40 years ago to get an education, and she came with one red suitcase and ended up getting her master's degrees in nutrition, worked for the state of New Jersey for 30 some odd years, has owned 3 homes, did real estate. You know, my love for my mom is just second to none. She's a phenomenal person, a phenomenal woman with a big heart. And it's frustrating to me, and it hurts me because I know the type of person that she was before she became ill. And to see her in a situation where her independence is gone, it hurts me, you know. And I try to do the best I can to try to let her know that everything will be okay. You know, I tell her every now and then when she goes to physical therapy, when she accomplishes certain things, that, you know, it's me and you, baby. It's all we got, you know. But, you know, my mom is very witty. She's very sharp. She knows what's going on. And she will articulate how she feels about a certain thing, no matter what. Sometimes it can be quite still nagging, like I was nagging, like I felt like she used to nag when I was younger, when I was in high school, and, you know, being a kid growing up. And sometimes she still does that, you know. She'll say, I'm still your mother, you know. Somehow I got my own bills, I pay my own mortgage. I don't care, I'm still your mother. So, but yeah, she's everything that people say that are positive about me, I attribute to my mom and my dad. And everything that are my shortcomings, you know, I attribute to not listening to my mom and my dad. And that's just the way it is. I love my mom a lot, and I'm very lucky to have a woman like her in my life. A lot of people always ask me what's next for me. To be honest with you, I don't know. You know, I think I just put a footnote on this chapter of my life. You know, the book is still to be written, and what Tap is going to do from here on out. I know whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to have that hustle and ambition. I'm going to keep on doing what I got to do. Whatever the case may be, whatever the future lies for Tap, man, it's going to be adventurous, it's going to be fun. And it's going to be a lot of head shaking to be like, wow, he did that too. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, this is only a footnote in this chapter of my life. You know what I'm saying? The book is still to be written. And I hope you just want to read and interested in the reading. I hope it's a bestseller. My life is what I do. End of story. Not really.